Dispatch versus self-dispatch. That's always the ever so challenge. You see it come up time and time again. But today, we're going to talk about it, talk about the differences in detail so that you can make a decision which one works for you the best. All right? So we're going to start at the top of the key with dispatcher. Mike, I know you've been an owner-op. Obviously, back in the day, you started with 1, 2, 3, 4 trucks. What kind of qualities did you look for in a dispatcher?
Just outgoing, very responsible personality. Somebody who is actually taking that issue home. Dispatching, just like trucking, is not a job; it's a lifestyle. If you have a truck on the road, you never at peace. And when it comes down to the character, usually you're looking for a very outgoing personality because the shy dispatcher. The same dispatcher that's shy with owner-operator is going to be shy with a broker, shy with a customer, shy to fight for you.
To negotiate that
shy
rate.
to negotiate the rate. He's just going to be a nice guy, and nice guys finish last.
Well, you know, another quality is like a lot of guys will say, man, like, how far can I get with this dispatcher who's combative, right? But that word combative, here's the scenario. Do you really want a yes, sir? Somebody that just thinks, you think of a plan because you're in your feelings, let's say.
From management perspective, that would be nice, but I never seen a yes, sir. At the end of the day, a reasonable dispatcher is going to say, listen, this is what I think, but yes, sir.
All right, so
that's from management perspective. I'm not talking about the yes, sir, no matter what. Like the good, strong dispatcher is going to evaluate the situation on the road better than the management.
Here we go.
Because he knows what's up. And he should speak up. He shouldn't be a yes man, just blindly yes man.
Or yes.
Because this is how bad decisions are made company-wide. And this is how companies go out of business.
Right, but imagine that. You're just like, listen, just get me $2 a mile. Yes, sir. And he's not looking where it's going. He's not looking for any of that. Now he's a yes, sir to you, right?
And that's a bad tactic. That can be also yes, sir to the owner-operator.
Right, so
that's another problem.
That's the piece we're talking about because, like, now if he says, no, Mike, we're not doing that, I got a better plan, you can either read that as combative or you can,
So I do not see it as combative. I see it as a responsible dispatching. Combative is do as they say. Why? I don't know why. Do as they say.
And then the settlement
just
shit.
just stupid crap like that. But or because this is my broker, I have to take this. Fuck that.
Here we go. You got to be be his customer.
Like, the good relationship between dispatcher and the broker should be built around dispatcher is giving him good service, meaning perfect communication, a good driver who's not going to drop the load, who's going to deliver on time, and updates all the way through. Any issues, problems will be handled, no problem. But the broker should be paying for it.
So here we go. So a good dispatcher has to have the courage to challenge you to be the best version of yourself out there and make the most money because he's going to be taking from a broker everything he can. So it's a quality trait.
Yes. Usually you see yes men dispatchers with companies that has customer freight because the customer is priority, not the owner operator, but the customer.
Yeah.
And that's where you need yes men. Fortunately, we're not in that type of business, so it does not apply to us. So again, the strong dispatcher is the one that will argue with you, not in the combative way, but let's say you as an owner operator is asking, can I get a load to Texas? And let's say your dispatcher says, you know what, I don't think it's a good idea. I would rather take you to Ohio. I would rather take you, depends on the season, depends on the market, depends on the day of the week, of the month, of the year.
Everything.
But the strong dispatcher is going to tell you, no, man, we'd rather not unless we pay so good that we can just get it out.
Here we go.
But yes, sir, he's going to hear you out. He's going to hear what you're saying, like get me $2 a mile to Texas or whatever the number is, right? And he's going to keep hitting the wall all day long. And as you checking with him for updates, he doesn't have a load because it doesn't exist. The good dispatcher is going to figure out very, very quickly, early in the day, what's going to work and what's going to be effective, what's going to make you money. He's going to present it to you. And if you're smart owner operator, I'd suggest you follow your dispatch lead, but check on him.
Yeah, because even that's the training that we give a certain character that interviews for a dispatching opportunity. It's got to be able to have that character and that charisma in order to fight through challenging times. Because face it, trucking, there's good times and bad times, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so but because the grass is always greener on the other side, let's talk about the self-dispatching portion. Because a lot of guys say, hey, you know what? This guy sucks. Let me go do it for myself. Have you ever done it for yourself?
I've done it as a little bit of, like, I was under somebody else's dispatch, because I think the good thing is that first I was a driver, then I was an owner operator, then I became a dispatcher.
Sounds normal.
And then I became an owner operator again. Not the other way around, where you just, I don't know, maybe going from dispatch to owner operator for the first time or something like this.
All right.
The challenge with self-dispatch that I saw ever since I was able to dispatch myself, and remember, it was different times. The apps were not as advanced as these days. I think I knew that if I have this half-assed dispatcher who is just very, very responsible, he's probably going to do a little bit better than me on my stupid laptop or on my stupid phone as I have time looking for my own freight.
So because you're limited because you're busy driving and busy doing other shit right now.
And not just that. Knowledge of the market. To know the market, to get the top rates, to get the best rates, you gotta be in this every day. If you're dispatching yourself and you're, let's say, from Florida, let's say you get an offer going to Ohio, and it sounds good. How do you know what the hell is going on in Ohio? For real, not like BS statistics. Yeah. For real. What loads are going on today in Ohio, in the area where you're going? You're always guessing. How much luck do you have to be successful this way? When your dispatcher does it full time, every day, multiple trucks, multiple dispatchers in the room, quadrupling all the trucks and everything else. Maybe I didn't have a truck in Ohio this month. No problem.
But your coworkers,
Johnny, I've already had a truck in Ohio yesterday. Yeah, oh, yeah. It's like good or it's bad or it's whatever. And somebody else like, oh, yeah, I have a truck in Ohio today. Man, it's hot. Go.
I got out of there with this. They have another one. You need it? Yeah.
So this is how I see self-dispatching. I think it's good for people with trust issues. When, if you think that you have such a crappy dispatcher, first of all, I'm asking what you're doing with that company.
True.
By the way, if you need a strong dispatcher, 863-342-5171, we'll get you one. Especially if you're based out of Florida. But other than that, you really, if you have control issues and you cannot trust nobody, self-dispatching is good for you. Is that financially the most effective? Are you gonna beat the strong dispatcher who has a fleet of trucks and does it full time as self-dispatching? There is no way in the world that you can do that. I'm just being shy.
So here we go, guys. That is the difference between dispatcher or self-dispatch. Which one is actually going to work for your business and which one is going to yield you the better result? That piece is going to always be up to you. But again, consider everything here. All we're here to do is put good information in front of good people. To learn more details about what we can do for you to help your business out, 863-342-5171. Give us a call.